Hello everyone, I am Nitra Kamal Borwa and welcome to this session of Introduction to Git and GitHub. Am I audible to you all? Can you please respond? Okay, so let's begin. So since it is this is Introduction to Git and GitHub, let's first try to answer the question, what is Git? So uh, Git is an open source distributed version control system. It basically it basically is a DevOps tool that is used for tracking changes in the source code and enables multiple developers to work on a project together. So, well, let me explain it. So, Git is kind of a Git is a DevOps tool. So let's think about a scenario like you are given a project. Okay, you are given a project by some client which you are working for. Then if you are given a project and the client has given you some designs or some specifications according to which you are you are instructed to create a product or a software. So what do you do first? Then you make your project directory like this, right? Like project. Okay, you make your project directory like this, and then you work on it. You make the project or you make the software according to those design and specification, and you deliver it to the client. But the client then again changes his mind and says like tells you to change the project a bit, like he will provide you some new designs or new specifications. Then he will ask you to add them to the project. Then what you will do again, you will again redo the project, kind of again redo the project, include those changes or those new features or designs that the client asked, and again you deliver it to the client. But client is yet not satisfied and he asks you to again revise the project and do some changes. So after like 6-5 times of this kind of back and forth, uh, you deliver the project to 5 to 6 times, and by doing multiple revisions, and then the client says that things will not with that like it was fine that he was fine with the original design. Can you again give me the give me the product that you provided me the first time with the original design? Then I mean, uh, this is something like is really time consuming. Like this whole process took you a lot of time. You have deleted the code, you have added the features, and again you have deleted some features and added new features. And again now the client is asking that he wanted the original design. So now you still do it, but this whole process is really tedious, has become very tedious and time consuming. So now Git kind of solves this problem. So since it is a version control, so we can have different versions of that or with different revisions of that code uh, using Git. So like to that problem, like earlier problem, like one of the problem, like the problem um, where the client asks you for 20 revisions or 25 revisions like this, then you can make like directives like this: project one first revision, and deliver it to the client. Then he client doesn't likes it, makes tells you to make some changes. You create a new ma- project like project revision 2, and copy the content of the project 1 to project 2, then and work on it. This could be a possible solution, but the thing is, in most real world problems or real world softwares that are being developed, there are a lot of revisions, or there are a lot of changes in the code, or there are a lot of features that are deleted or that are added. So that's why the number of versions that you store becomes very large, and this will eat up your whole hard drive. This can eat up all the whole your whole secondary storage. That's why Git is we use Git. It kind of saves all those versions in a very efficient manner, and in a single directory, which is also which is more specifically called a repository, and can be also called a repo. And what now you would say, what is a repository? So a repository is kind of a directory itself, like this project 1 and 2. So, so it is also a kind of a directory, uh, but the files in the directory are being tracked by Git. Okay, so the files in the directory are being tracked by the Git, and Git provides not only the not Git does not Git uh, Git does not only provide the feature of storing different versions of the code, like uh, version 1, 2, like this. You can also uh, put checkpoints for you can also put checkpoints which are more specifically called commits to the source code, through which we can travel back or move throughout those checkpoints, and review the code. And you can also understand this concept, the concept by comparing it with like a video game. You have seen in video games what they do. Like if you have completed a particular part of the uh, game, then you have given a checkpoint, or you or a save point, so that if you mess up further in the game, you can just load the latest checkpoint and continue start fresh from there. So this is what Git is, the overview of the Git. So let's understand how to install Git. So for to install Git, just go search Git in 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 Google. Then the net is taking so long. Okay, so go to this link, git dash scm.com. Okay, let me share my screen. Okay, so go to this link. Okay, here. Let me uh, post it in the chat. Now, just down here, download for Windows. Click this and just download according to your system. And download according to your system. So my system is 64-bit for Windows. So I have downloaded the file. So after downloading, you will get this file. And before that, you can also check that if your computer has Git or Git pre installed or not. Most of them don't have it, but still you can just open the command prompt and type git dash dash version. If your uh, if your uh, if it throws an error like Git is not recognized, then your system does not have Git. And for that, you need to install it. You after downloading, this would be the set of file you would be downloading, and just double click open this file. Accept those changes. Don't No need to changes this. Okay, would you like to install? Okay, next, next, next. Just click next, and okay, now Git would be installed in your uh, system. Hopefully it is installed correctly. uh, I need to check first. So let's see. Let me open it and Git version. Okay. So this is throwing back the version of Git. So I have successfully installed Git. So now I will just open the project directory VS Code like this. This is the same project directory I have shown here. This is the project directory. I have opened it in VS Code. So now, like we have not initialized a Git repository yet. It is just a directory now. The files in it will not be would not be tracked by Git. So for that, open a terminal in your in that project folder, and and run the command git init, and this will let me make the font size bigger, and this will initialize a git repo in your in that current I mean kind of it will make the current directory from which the git init has been called a git repository by adding a .git folder to it. Let me show you how. And this is how this is by this with this you can identify a git repository from an another directory. So it is already showing. Okay, with this .git folder, it is a hidden file. So to maybe you need to to make it appear, you might need to go to view and check this checkbox like hidden items, show hidden items, like this. So if there is a .git folder in that directory, it is not it has kind of become a repository or a repo. So now the files of this directory would be tracked by Git. Now let's make a file. These would be some random files, kind of. I'm not making any project or software. I'm just showing you how Git will track those files. So let's make an index.html file, and let's just remove the. Okay, so now as you can see, uh, here you have a you have kind of a, what can I say? You have noticed a U here, like uh, so now so this U means this file is untracked. Okay, so and by untracked it means the Git it means that the Git doesn't know what to do with this file, that this file has been created. I don't know what to do with this. Okay, so the untracked means that. So if Git needs to save it or take a snapshot, or Git needs to ignore it or anything. Uh, okay, so the so this is what untracked means, or there are kind of three states of a file in Git, which are like modified slash untracked, staged and committed. So in modified the changes so in modified or untracked, Git does not know what to do with those changes, or what to do with those newly created files. And in stage before committing, so as I told you that commits are like checkpoints. So, okay, like Git will take a snapshot of that code and save it for you in a commit. So before that there is a staging area, kind of a staging area, which is like we are specifying Git which are the files that need to be committed, or which are the changes that need to be committed when I run uh, when I run the commit command. Let's say when I run the commit command, which are the files which are the files that are that needs to be committed, or the changes that needs to be saved when I run the commit command. And if the file is committed, then there is no changes into that file. There is no changes that are done to the file because it is already committed, and there is no untracked changes, which is like uh, you have not changed the file basically. So let's make one more file like style.css, and then I will show you how to stage those files. Stage mean, like I told you, staging means specifying like changing the state of the file from modified or untracked to stage, which is like specifying like telling it that these are the files that I want you to that I want you to save or have a snapshot when I commit. Okay, so now these two files, let's say these two files are untracked, right? So VS Code has integrated Git very well, so it is showing that these two files are untracked, but Git doesn't show it like that. to know what are the tracked file and the untracked files, you need to run the git status command. So in git status, see everything is written here. You will get all the information about the tracked and untracked files. Like no commits yet, untracked files. These two files are untracked, index.html and style.css. Is it? Isn't it? So to stage those files, okay. Like here it is very straightforward. Here it is already written like use git add file name. Basically, it is meaning file name to include in what will be committed. So this is already written here. So you just uh, write git add. Let's stage the index.html file. Git add index.html. So Uh, so now you can see that the icon here has changed, which is changed to added. Added stage kind of means the same thing, that it has been added to the staging area. This is meaning that it is being added to the staging area. So let's run the git status command again and see what are the tracked and untracked files. Now see here. Here it is showing that changes to be committed. This the changes, that new file has been created, index.html new file has been created, needs to be saved, and style of CSS is still untracked. And here it is also specifying that if we want to unstage, like if you want to just remove the file or tell git that if we have added it to the staging area, if you want to remove it from the staging area, or if you want to tell git that don't commit these changes, if you have already tell git that commit these changes, now if you change your mind and if you don't want to commit these changes now, then you can just uh, remove it from the staging area by running the command git rm dash 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 and the file name, like this one. This is really straightforward. Right? It is written here already. Index.html. Sorry, HTML. So now we can, if I run git status again, both the files are now untracked. So index.html uh, has been what do you say, has not been tracked by the git anymore. Now see the icons have already changed. Like this is untracked now. This is also untracked. Now let's say the thing is, most of the time there won't be two or three files that we want to commit. There would be a lot of files that we would need to commit. Okay, so we are not going to write like git add index.html like the file name for every single file in that system, sorry, in that project or in that kind of coding session. Okay, so we are not going to write each and every file name or and add each and every file to the staging area individually. We can just do add all the changes that are being made now to the staging area, or all the we can specify all the changes that are now being made by just running this command, which is git add space, just giving it a dot git add space dot, and if I run this command, both the files would be in the staging area, or be tracked. Is everything clear? Do you have any doubt till now? How do you? Okay, okay. Okay, so let's come to commits. So commits are like checkpoints in the most simplistic forms. So commits are like checkpoints. Like I have already told you the analogy of the video game and stuff. Like the commits are made. Think of these circles as commits, and this line as timeline. Initial commit is made before the add header commit, and these messages I have written are called commit messages. Okay, I will show you how to commit those things and how to write or give commit messages. But for the first, these are commits. Like I will first, like initial commit, like I will now the commit I'm going to make now would be the initial commit, right? With the first commit, with those two files where those two files will be created. Now in a development workflow, what do? We do that we make some changes and if we think that it is good, or it is, if the changes are significant, or the changes have some significance to it, that it needs to be committed, or it needs to be like a like stored in a checkpoint, so that we could return here to review the code, or might be a safe point for the code where there are less errors, less probability of for the code to break. Then we will make a commit. Like here, I have just added a header, I guess, and then again we will do some changes. Again, we will make a commit, and again we will do some changes, and again we will commit when it is necessary. And this mostly comes from experience and practice. When to commit, and what is the right place to commit, how to divide your work, I guess. So and when we have made this commit, this kind of, you can take this as a commit history. The commit history is like the collection of all the commits that you have made till now, in a sequential manner or a ordered manner. So you can travel to any commit from the latest commit, or from some other commit, uh, like uh, like you can travel from this commit to this commit at any time, or from here to here anytime. You can come back from this to here. If you want to check your code or review your code, you can do that. Like checkpoints, like in a game, if you want to load any checkpoint, you can load any checkpoint. If you have, yes, if you want to load any checkpoint, you can start fresh from the checkpoint also. And so this is pretty much it. So let's see how the initial commit would be made now. Uh, like so now both the files have been staged. Let me run the git status command again, right here. On branch, okay. Branches would come later in the in the second session. Now let's focus on this. Uh, like the first file is the index.html, silos is, I want both the files to be committed. Now uh, I will run the command git commit, and I will pass a flag here, which is -m with a string, and this string would be the commit message that I was talking about, the commit message. And one more thing, this commit message needs to be some meaningful message, so that the person viewing your commit history knows that what is in that commit, or what are the changes that you have made in that commit. Like like the initial commit. This is the initial commit, because like the setup of the project. Okay, commit. But initial commit. So I always give meaningful names and concise and meaningful names to commits, so that you later, or someone that is viewing your commit history, understand that what have you done in that commit, and why have you made that commit. So if I press now press enter, the changes would be committed. So let's just commit the changes. So see, the changes have been committed. Create mode, index.html, create mode, silo changes. Now since there is no icons here or anything, these two are committed files now. Now if I do git status again, you can see nothing to commit, working pretty clean. Which means that there are no changes made to the git repository now. So let's now make some more changes and make some more commits, like adding a header here. Admin. Okay. Now notice here that the icon that is coming first was you, right, which is untracked. Now that comes when when you create a file for the first time. Okay, now, which means that the whole file has been created, and that is a change. That creation of a file is a change, which is being, and that file is untracked. But now this file is modified from the previous commit, right? From the previous commit, this file is modified by because I have added a line here, right? Because I have added a header here, kind of a line of code here, so that that's why this file is modified now. You can see here. That's why there is a M. If I do git status here now, there are the changes not stays for commit modified index.html, which means that this file has been modified, but this is not being staged or being specified to the specified to git that we want to commit those changes. So again, to do this, I will just do git add, and this will just send this index.html file to the staging area. If I do git status, this changes to be committed index.html. So this modification needs to be committed. So the changes that I made of a single line needs to be committed when I run the command. So now I commit those changes again, like git commit message add header. Like, see the how the messages are commit messages are meaningful. Like, I have added a header here, right? This message, if anybody would read this message, he or she would understand that in this commit, that the person writing making the commit has added a header. Don't just but don't ever do this, like made some changes. These are bad commit messages. Okay, you can you this is very ambiguous message. Don't do it. This should be a kind of a very bad practice for developers who are using it, because you are doing kind of a disservice to your fellow collaborators if you are doing that. So let's make a commit here. Add header. Now commit has been done. One file changed, one insertion. Right. So now let's clear the terminal here. So now I will make some more commits, and I will do them quickly, and I will show you uh, how to now undo things. Like let's make a script for this file, and now again this file would be untracked here. Like, this file is untracked, which means which may which means that I have just created this file, and I have just created this file, and the creation of the file is a change. That's why this file is untracked. So now I will just add again um uh, git commit add therapeutic script.js. Okay, now again git status, to going to commit. I will kind of like let's assume that I'm developing a feature, like console log uh, feature feature one. I have developed a feature now. I mean, I'm just showing how Git works. Okay, so I'm just consoling some out. Okay. I have developed feature one. Right. I'll save it. And if I do Git status here, so the script.js has been modified. I will add it to the staging area using git add dot, and then I will again you do git status. So the git this file has been modified, and this file has been staged. Git commit add. Okay, no. You can also, yes. Okay, add feature one, and you can also now again I made another feature. This two. Uh, Now see, since like assume that I have made a feature one, and I have completed the feature one, and now I have tested feature one, and that code is running fine. Okay, the code is running fine, and the software or the project is working fine. But if I don't commit those changes, like if I don't commit the feature one, commit feature one, and I start working on feature two, then feature two might break feature one. Okay, there is a possibility that feature two might break feature one. That's why we need to first commit feature one and like make it a checkpoint. Like this is what the code is very safe. And now when I was working on feature two, when I was developing the feature two, and if I fail or something happens, or something like if something goes wrong, okay, if I messed up, then I can always come back to feature one, the commit I have made, the checkpoint I have made, like I told you, and start fresh from there again on feature and start working on feature two, like this. So again, git status, add, commit, feature two. Okay, so now we have kind of made a lot of commits, right? But we don't know what are the commits now. I mean, what if if I give somebody this code and tell you that what are the commits here? So it is a very easy way to find out. We just need to run git log, and we would be able to see the commit history, like git log, and we would be able to see the commit history here. So this is the commit history. From the first commit I have made till the latest commit I have made, like the initial commit. Like, so this is I have the commit message I have told you. So with this I can kind of get an idea what is in that commit, right? What are the changes in that commit? So this is the initial commit. Then we have made the add header commit, then add script.js commit, then we have made the add feature commit, and then feature to commit. So by running the git log command, we can view the commit history. So now if I want to kind of, this is because git log will kind of gives you a lot of information, like the date, time also. There is the date and the time also, right? So there is a kind of a concise way to view logs is git log one line. So in this way, you can just view the commits in a kind of a single line, which contains the commit hash uh, and the commit message. So in this way, we can view the commit history. And now let's start by seeing how to undo things. Like if I want to undo or go back in the past or in commit, like I want to see the state of the code in the commit uh, add header. How am I going to see? Okay, so let's see how to do that. I mean, so there are like undoing things. This is the same commit. I have created the same commit, created the same commit messages. So there are three ways to see, like three ways to undo things or to revert things. So there are three ways, like git checkout commit, git revert commit, and git reset commit. And these three are in the order of safeness. Like the git checkout is the most safe one. Git reset is the most dangerous, and it is very unsafe. And git revert is kind of unsafe, but still it's okay. But git reset is unsafe. Unsafe means it will delete your changes or delete your code. It will not preserve it. So let's start with git checkout. So in git checkout, what happens is that like now we are here, like feature 2. Okay, now we are here, in feature 2, and now I want to I want to for some reason I want to see or check the code state of the code at the commit this add header. Okay, so I can go from here to that commit, right? That commit with git checkout. With git checkout, I can go from this feature to commit to the header commit very easily. So, and we can also travel to any commit from anywhere. Okay, like from this commit to like add the script dot add, like like here like this or here uh, from here to here. Okay, like this we can see those see the state of the state of the kind of the whole project in each commit. So let me show you how to do this in the code. Let's clear the terminal. Now let's see in the git logs. First, let's do git log one line, and so in this commit, we have added a header here, right? Script.js was not there. I mean, I know that, but we have to check out this commit or how to view the state of the code that commit. To do that, we just need to run the command git checkout, and to do that, we just need to copy the hash here, like the hash. Is it visible? Is it visible? Okay. I'll copy the hash here and then paste it here. Okay. So git checkout the hash of the particular commit that we want to view. So now if I press enter, see the script.js has kind of like has been deleted or has been removed. Not deleted, let's say removed. So now we are at the commit header, add header. So now script.js is not there because we haven't added it yet. I mean, in that commit, this is the state of the code. We added the header file, sorry, header tag here, uh, but but the script.js was not there, and now we can see or view the changes in that commit and the state of you can see the state of the code, yeah, at that commit or the state of the repository. uh, is it clear or does anyone have a doubt? Is it okay? Hello, any doubts? I mean, Aditya Kumar, you have a doubt? Okay, okay, okay. If it's listen, if you are not able to understand, just tell me. Okay, I will stop and explain to you again. So now, uh, so now let's move back to the latest commit. To move to the latest commit, because in Git, if you do Git log one line now, and then only the two commits will be visible, like the add header and the initial commit. You would not be able to see the comments you have made after this commit. So to that, we run git checkout to return to kind of return to the previous commit. Like we have traveled from the latest commit to the add header commit, right? So now to go from add header to move backwards, we just uh, need to put a minus after the git checkout command, like this. Now we have switched to the latest commit. Git checkout sorry, not checkout. Git log one line. Now you can see all the 5 commits. So this is how we can travel between commits. If you want to like now check out some different different commit like the feature commit, like the initial commit. And let's go to the initial commit. Now see the header here. Uh, now see the header is not there. The header is not because we have added the header in the add header commit. Now we are at the initial commit, right? That's why we are not seeing the header. If I go to, like, I can also travel from here to the what do you say, to the add header commit. I think which is this one, I guess. No, yes, maybe this one. Okay, this is the add header commit with this hash. Okay, now what is this? Uh, okay, so this is the add header commit, and you can see the header here. Okay, so okay, we have traveled from the initial commit to the add header commit, and we have come to the initial commit from our latest commit, right? So we need to travel backwards. Now to travel backwards, we for run a git checkout and minus, we go to the initial commit. Okay, here you can see we are at the initial commit, right? And then again, if I run git checkout again minus again, you would be at the at what happened? Okay, add header. Okay, okay, this is git checkout minus is kind of running from going from the initial commit to the add header commit, and then the initial commit to the add header commit. I think I have to go to the latest commit like this. Okay, okay. Don't worry about this. Okay, this is the name of the branch. Okay, this is the name of the branch. It should be taught in the next session. Okay, so this is how. So basically, this is how with git checkout you can travel between uh, travel between commits. So let's talk about git reward here. In git reward is which really means undoing things. Like if I want, like someone tells me, like if I want to, mm, if your client or if your boss or if you're working on a project and your supervisor tells you that in this commit, git header commit, I don't want the changes that are being made in the git add header commit. Like I don't want the header. He tells me to remove the header, and so I can just revert this whole commit. And reverting this commit means that the changes that are made in that commit, like in our case, we have added a header tag here, so the changes that are being made in that commit are uh, are kind of are deleted, or are not deleted, are removed. Okay, are removed are removed from here. So in that commit are removed by using git revert commit command. So the every changes, each and every, if there are files are created in that commit, they also would be deleted. Uh, any changes that are being committed here would be removed with the git revert command. And this way and this does not can like and this command does not like erase this like this command does not erase this commit from here like this. Revert will not do that, like erase that commit from the git history. Okay, it will do it a bit differently, and I'll show you that. Git add header would be there, those changes would be there, but if I, like, if I don't want to remove this commit, revert this commit with git revert, and again similar to the git checkout commit, we just need to copy the commit hash and paste it here, and we need to run the command. So what will happen here, the header tag would be removed, or the changes that are made in that commit would be reverted or removed. So now let's run this command. So now no need to be, I mean, No need to scare. This is kind of a text editor. This will open up a text editor, and I will tell you why. To exit out of this window, just type colon and WQ and hit enter. Okay. Now, uh, now you can see that the script tag is here. So we are not checking out the initial command. So you know that the changes that are made in the are being reverted. Now the git revert commit has not deleted that command. Sorry, deleted that commit add header. It just let me show you. Just git log one line. One line. See, like the commit add header is still there. It is still there, but there is a new commit which is revert add header. Okay, so git does when you run the revert command is that it will remove the changes of the specified command. Sorry, specified commit, and it will make a new commit. It will make a new commit, and that's why the editor opens up and it will kind of uh, tells you to just edit the revert message if you want to, but most of the time we don't. But now it's like the changes that are in the git header commit has been removed, and then git will make another commit without those changes, and it will commit it to our workflow. Okay, so now have you understood this? I mean, this is kind of a bit confusing, I guess. Can you respond? Okay, Anubhav, clear. Anyone else? Aditya, Bikangshu, is everything clear? Okay, how can we retrieve after revert? Okay, you can retrieve. I will show you. So to retrieve it, kind of see, like I have told you, that you have made the revert. Wait a minute. Sorry, like in this commit, in this commit the changes are deleted. The changes that are being made in the add header commit are being removed. Okay, are being removed. If you delete this commit, if you reset this commit with the git reset command, or if you also revert this commit, okay, if you also revert this commit, then the changes will be retrieved. Or if I let's if we check out feature 2 now, this commit feature 2 commit, we would have those changes. Like let me show you. Like git checkout. I'll copy the hash here and paste it here. Now see the header is still there, but right. So that's how we can retrieve those changes. Like the I can still retrieve it from here. Now if I want to kind of again check out the latest commit, like the uh, git log, and I'm at this commit now, the revert add header. If I go back and check out the feature to commit, then I would have the changes that are being removed in a revert add header in this commit. Okay, have you understood? Deepta, hello. Now, uh, so now the last commit, sorry, last command, which is git reset, git reset commit. Okay, so this is kind of a answer command. This is categorized as an answer command because it will what it basically does is like what it basically does is if I don't want feature 1 and 2, okay, like this, if I don't want feature 1 and 2, I can go back to this add script commit, and these two commits would be lost permanently. Like there are, I mean, kind of permanently, but there are two type of git resets. One is like git reset, and one is git reset hard. If you do git reset hard, then these two these two commits or the changes that are in these two commits would be lost completely. Okay, there are ways to retrieve it, but it is not easy, and I think it is out of the scope of this session. But if you do git reset hard, this both the and git reset hard to this commit. Like I want to go to this commit, it will clear all the further all the rest of the commits made after this commit, like the feature 1, feature 2. Like if I do git reset to if I run git reset to the commit add script, the feature 1, feature 2 would be erased, completely erased. So that's why this is an unsafe command. So have you understood git reset? Kind of have you got an idea about git reset, how it will work? Because this is something you kind of never do without and if you are working in a team, this is out of the question. You cannot do this by yourself. I mean, you shouldn't do this git reset. If there is a situation that git reset is required, you need to kind of discuss it and make a sound decision then after you would use it. So let's see, have you got the kind of the idea about git reset? Anyone? Okay, no problem. So let's see it in code how to do it. So like git one log one line. So here there are a lot of like commits like revert, add header, okay, and then feature 1, feature 2, feature 2 script JS. If I want to if I want to go back in time, like go back in time and just uh, if I want to just go back in time and go back in time to this commit, like the script JS commit, and I can use the command git reset, but it will delete the above three commits. Like the revert add header would also be deleted. So let's say git reset, and I will copy the hash like the previous one, and and press enter. Okay, and believe me, git reset does not ask you if you want to, are you sure you want to do this or anything like that. If you press enter, everything will be kind of lost. So if I hit enter, okay, now unstake changes after reset. Now what is happening here? Okay, uh, the things are what happened here is that commits are not no longer there. If I do git log online, because we have kind of reverted to that commit. Sorry, not reverted. We have kind of uh, travel travel back in time, and we have reset the whole working tree at script.js at the command script.js, and we have deleted any comments after the script.js. But the changes in the editor has not been changed. Okay, the changes in the editor are still there. So there is a possibility that we can just commit single files if we want to. Like that's why, like by adding git like script.js, if I want to keep the script.js file like this, there are also changes here. Okay, feature 1 and feature 2 are not removed here completely. Okay, I mean there are the changes are still preserved by the editor, but git is not tracking them anymore. So we can, if you want to, we can save those changes. Like I just only I only want to keep the script.js as the changes. I mean kind of script.js script.js. Mm, okay, I only want to keep the changes in the script.js file. Okay, that's why I will just stage this file and not the index.html file, and commit it. Commit uh, like after reset. Okay, add. Oh, okay, okay. Add feature 1 and feature 2. Feature 1 and feature 2. Since these two changes are still there in the editor, I can commit it. Right? So I'm gonna commit it like feature 1 and feature 2. So now these two are committed, and this file is committed, and this is just a untracked file. So I can just uh, so now this file is untracked. So I can just discard the changes. Let me discard it. Okay, discard the changes. Now now this we have returned to the previous screen. Now there is also, I have told you about the git reset hard drive, like git log one one. So see, the all the commits that are made after script.js are deleted, and this is the new commit that I have made. Add feature 1 and 2 with these two changes uh, that were that were the changes combined of the command changes of the two commits, feature 1 and feature 2, which are being deleted, which are being removed. And now if I want to again travel to like this commit, but this time this time with git reset hard. Okay, reset this hard. If I pass the hard flag and press enter, there would no changes would be preserved in the editor. Okay, everything would be reset, and you would not be able to retrieve those changes again. But there are ways, but I mean this is mostly you won't be able to retrieve this. Uh, so now let's see. Now have you understood git reset? Hello. Okay. Any doubts about git reset? Any doubts? If you have doubts, ask me. Okay. So okay, I'm gonna wait 5 minutes. If you have any doubts, ask. Uh, so the content of the of today is kind of finished. So Let me just give you an overview of day two. Uh, so day two will cover branches. So branches are nothing but this whole thing, like this whole segment, like the sequence of commits, right? This is a branch, and these branches have names. Like now locally in this project, the we are working on the master branch, and you can see it here, and you can also see it using the command git branch. Okay, whatever. Okay, spelling mistake. Branch. So there is a single branch in this project, which is a master, and this branch which is master and working and we are working on that branch by making commits or making checkpoints on that branch. So this whole thing is called kind of the master branch, and this is the main branch of the uh, repository. And then we would be learning about how to merge multiple branches, how to collaborate with other developers, how to work together on a project by using GitHub, and how are we going to like handle um, merge conflicts or different types of merges, everything, and like how to make PRs in GitHub, and the basic workflow of collaborating and creating a project. So that's all for today, I guess. See you tomorrow. If anyone have any doubt, you can ask, or you are free to leave. Thank you.